And we welcome you inside the Hope Gas Ice Pavilion here at Milan Park for tonight's women's Division II matchup between your West Virginia Mountaineers and the Armstrong Arrows. I'm Ian Murray, he's Richard Turkovich, and we welcome you on in. So Richard, this West Virginia team in this exhibition match coming off a tough loss last weekend, how do you look for them to respond to everything in this one?
It's hard to say because I still think it's early in the season. This is only their second game. They're still trying to figure things out. But what I do think is going to happen is that this game you're going to see a more polished team, both offensively and defensively. You're going to see a more polished game plan. But I also think because Brunetto is starting in net tonight, I think that is going to be a big factor in this one. As we've always said, she has been a fantastic goaltender no matter who we play. I mean, there was times last season where she had 75 saves in a game. And I think that's going to be your decider tonight is how well Brunetto plays in her first game.
Yeah, so we'll see. Brunetto getting the start in net here in this exhibition matchup, leading into their season opener here in a couple weeks against Liberty. That is going to be a tough matchup. We'll get into that a little bit later on, but what are your keys to victory for the Mountaineers here this evening?
I think that what happened last game was that they didn't control the neutral zone enough. And when you don't control the neutral zone, that's not a recipe to win a hockey game. I think that they are going to control the neutral zone tonight, and after they do that, they might have some better opportunities on offense. But that's one thing I'd like to say. It's kind of the same thing. It's still developing from last year, was that they just need to take more shots on net. Even if they're bad shots, I'd love to see this team to continue to take more shots on net, because I just think that's just something that's been lacking with this team. But, the defense is going to be strong tonight. If the offense can match that, I think it'll be a recipe for a victory.
Yeah, defense was certainly strong in the last one and everything, and like we were saying, Brunetto in net, you expect an even better matchup and performance out of the Mountaineers today, coming off a good week of practice, I'm sure. So they are certainly ready to go in this one. We are ready to go in this one.
Yes, we are.
They are warming up right behind us, and we'll be dropping the puck here in just a couple of minutes, and we'll be back for puck drop here in just 1 minute. And we welcome you back there from the national anthem. There's certainly a nice rendition with that, and now both teams are heading over to the bench to get ready to get tonight's festivities underway. And we welcome you back up into the broadcast booth here. Ian Murray, Rich Turkovich, we're glad you join us here tonight. Both teams are over at the benches right now getting the final preparations in store for this one. So we are just about set to get underway here, and apologies there, folks. We're having some technical difficulties and everything with that right there. So we're getting the headset sorted out right now as we speak, but we're about set to get underway in this one. This one is both goaltenders are ready, both teams are ready, and we are underway here in the Hope Gas Ice Pavilion. Armstrong will start it off here. They'll bring it on in. Their shot there hit off something. Might have been Reneto's pad there. But West Virginia now has it, and they'll look to push it up ahead here. That's McKenzie. McKenzie there. O'Hagan. McKenzie back on it. Pushed it up the boards there, but right there intercept was Armstrong, but they pushed it back. Hewitt will push it down into the zone now. And back to retrieve it there is Armstrong. And they'll dump that one into the neutral zone, but right there to grab it is LeBert. LeBert's shot there is going to be blocked out in front there. Gets backed up to the point there, and Gwen wasn't quite able to get that shot off her stick. And there we have the first whistle of this evening's matchup.
Well, now that I got all the wires figured out and untangled, I was tangling around the monitor. That wasn't too great. Sorry about that. Yeah, I mean, quick first shift for West Virginia. They got a couple good shots there, and I'm happy with it.
Back there to Gwen. Gwen will push it down now. That's behind the net there for Kelly. And that's going to be covered up there by the starting goaltender, Colby Soltis. Soltis getting the start in the net there for the Armstrong Arrows. That one now along the boards. Boards now Kelly. Fighting for it. Kelly now gets it back. Kelly surveying. Going to go behind the back there. They're tied up there. Was Linfelt. Linfelt will push it back. Down there, LeBert. And that one, Anderson wasn't quite able to keep it in the zone. Back there's O'Donnell. O'Donnell. Up ahead to LeBert. LeBert will push it back down. O'Donnell. O'Donnell surveying. Centering opportunity there for Queeran. Couldn't quite put it back into the net there.
I'm liking what I'm seeing from West Virginia so far. They got a lot of really good opportunities on offense.
Good stick with there by Anderson. Up ahead, Jin. Apologies. Queeran will push that one on in.
I'm really liking the pressure that West Virginia's putting on. They're keeping it in that offensive end.
Queeran intercepted that for the moment, but we'll be back out into the neutral zone. Hewitt will pick it up to Jin. Jin quite wasn't able to get that one. And now West Virginia Pardon me, Armstrong now with it. They'll bring it on there. Their shot there went wide. Back up to the point. They're fighting for it. In there was Quirin. Wasn't quite able to get it. Felix is able to get it, though, across. Now down on in. In the corner. Into the point, and that one's going to go all the way down the length of the ice. There's Crab. Was going to be the first Mountaineer to it, and that's going to be icing, so that's going to come all the way back down now.
Well, you know, I keep saying it. I like what they're doing so far. Down in the offensive end, they've been doing a really nice job putting some pressure on, getting a couple nice shots. That's what I talked about in the open, is what they needed to do. Keep this up, it'll be a recipe for some success.
Armstrong able to steal that puck off the face-off, and they'll push it all the way down now. But West Virginia is going to be the first one to it. Tried to get up to O'Hagan, couldn't quite get there. Centering opportunity, but could not get the shot off there. It was good, thanks to good defense there by West Virginia. Now Anderson. Anderson will send it up along Crab. Crab. Pass up ahead. McKenzie. McKenzie, her shot there. Gonna be batted in the corner. That one, there's no one there. O'Donnell just got off the bench. O'Donnell now, or pardon me, that's Crab with it. Crab lost it there, but Crab's gonna get it back. Push that one on in, and Kelly's going to go on in on the forecheck. And be down in the corner there. Linfelt. Back up to Hewitt. Hewitt rips the shot there, deflected out in front, and they score! 15:34 left to go in the first period, and West Virginia is on the board, 1-0.
I got nothing to say other than that was a great shot. Hewitt sends it home. That was beautiful.
Believe it was deflected there by number 89, Gwen LeBert. Is going to be your goal scorer. And the first assist there is going to number 17, Sydney Hewitt.
That shot deserves to get goal credit. I feel bad that has to be an assist because that was a really nice shot from just between the blue line and the first circle.
Back underway here. Linfelt on in. Kelly quite wasn't able to get the shot off. Armstrong back on it. They'll flip it out into the neutral zone. Back down to get it, though, was Gwen. Hollingsworth. Shoot that one up ahead. Armstrong, though, intercept it. Thompson. Thompson pass there for Conclo. Armstrong still with it. We'll get back. Their shot there and saved there by Brunetto. First save of the season there for Brunetto.
Yeah, and you got to love that, getting some action early.
Yep. Good action there.
Yeah, good to get into the first game of the season there for Brunetto. I told you that was not going to be one of the problems for West Virginia.
Nah.
We know how solid she could be back there.
West Virginia goal scored by number 86, Gwen LeBert. With the assist to number 10, Kelly. Time of the goal, 4:26.
O'Donnell be able to push that, but now here comes Armstrong. Armstrong bringing it in here. Shot there is going to be saved there by Brunetto. Anderson tried to get it to Quirin. Right there was Schwinn to get that one, though, from Armstrong, and her shot there was saved.
Yeah, that shot was just kind of a high floater. That's a pretty easy one for Brunetto. Puts a blocker down on the ice and prevents that one from heading into the back of the net. I think that one's a rather easy one.
Armstrong earns that one. Grutrum. Shot there from the point, didn't go. Now back in the corner. West Virginia trying to get it out. McKenzie is able to get it out. There, Armstrong able to the first one, though, to grab it in the neutral zone. They'll get it back on in now. Going around now. Here's West Virginia now with it. Near comes McKenzie. McKenzie flying up the boards. Avoid a hit somehow there into the boards. To back up to the point, Hewitt.
I'm not real sure how they didn't call that because, as you know, in women's hockey, you cannot hit. That one was borderline, I think, in my eyes.
Certainly was, but refs here this evening are letting them play on. Pass up ahead, O'Hagan. O'Hagan now bringing it on in. O'Hagan's shot there went through the crease. Was trying the centering opportunity there for Crabb and could not connect. Back now, Anderson.
It was really close. That was a nice centering pass over to Crabb. Just couldn't get the stick on it. I don't think she knew that the puck was coming her way. If she would have known, I think that could have easily been in the back of the net.
Anderson now with it. Anderson up ahead to Kelly. Important to note that the assist was actually on our bad. It was credited to Kelly, not Hewitt.
Must have been another deflection in there somewhere on that goal.
Yeah. Either way, though, Hewitt was the one who took the shot.
It must have bounced off a two and went in the back of the net, which makes it even more impressive because if you got not much traffic in front of the net, that's what you want to see out of this Mountaineer team. That's
their shot there. Loose out in front. Kelly tried to poke it in, but right there to cover it up was Soltis. We're back underway here. O'Donnell now was giving chase, wasn't quite able to pick it up. The shot there didn't quite connect with it as Quirin now with it. Quirin lost it. O'Donnell gets it back now and loses it back. But here now comes the Mountaineer, Hewitt. Hewitt passed to Quirin. Hewitt got it back and then shot it down into the zone. Armstrong, though, catches it back up, but here's Hewitt now back with it. Hewitt, shoot that one in on Soltis. Now, up ahead now, O'Donnell, though. Or, apologies there, that was Gwen. Armstrong shot there, hit off the stick of Brunetto. There's an opportunity there, but Quirin is there to clean it up. And Crabb now giving chase after it, yeah.
Tried to poke it away. It was a good attempt. That's the right thing to do in that situation. It just didn't quite work out the way it needed to.
Here's Gwen fighting for it. And Chloe. And Chloe's shot there, saved there by Brunetto. Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth surveying, gets it up to O'Hagan. O'Hagan couldn't quite handle the pass there. McKenzie able to kick it out of there. Up there to Crabb. Crabb brings it on in, shot there, missed. Rebound opportunity there for O'Hagan. Didn't quite get through. Kenzie now with it. Her shot there is going to be blocked out in front. Here comes Armstrong. Armstrong pushing now ahead. Shot there, blockered away there by Brunetto. Anderson. Couldn't quite gather. Another shot there, saved there by Brunetto. It's in the corner now. Setting up to there, intercepted there by Anderson. Here come the Mountaineers up ahead now. Armstrong, though, able to take that one on away. Effort. Head there. Loose now.
I really liked what I just seen out of Kelly. Kelly, instead of taking where the puck was and trying to go after the puck, covered the man. And that was a really good move from Kelly back in the defensive end, and it's going to turn into a good opportunity.
Kelly, shot there, got blocked. Another opportunity. Just went a little wide. Saving opportunity. O'Donnell was there. Tried to turn to get the shot off. Could not. Back down now. Behind the net. Up along the boards now. Hewitt. Hewitt. Back down to Kelly. Kelly. Saving opportunity there for Linfelt. Linfelt couldn't quite get the shot off there. That one's going to go all the way down. That is indeed going to be icing there.
Hey, I tell you, if that shot gets put on goal, that's probably going to score. I'm going to sing West Virginia's praises probably for the whole first period. They've been on fire. They've been down in that offensive end. They've ripped a lot of shots. I like it.
You know, they came off the 5-1 loss last weekend. It was a late night game and everything as well, but they have certainly came out here ready to play this week.
Came out firing on all cylinders. Really liking to see this. That one's just going to get away.
Yeah, that pass there from Queeran just went under Hollingsworth's stick there.
Now, one other thing I would like to mention is that West Virginia has quite a few more substitutes on the bench than Armstrong does. That'll probably play a role later on in this one.
Jid.
Count them. Armstrong only has 6 players on the bench. 7 if you count the goaltender.
Battle now. Jin and Queeran are in there for West Virginia. And Thompson is going to get it out there. Her shot is going to be blocked away there by Brunetto.
And again, that's an easy shot for Brunetto to save. That's Brunetto's, with how good she is and how many times we've seen her make crazy saves.
Shot there.
Point
saved
proven.
there by Brunetto, and rebound went there to O'Donnell. O'Donnell.
Point proven, I guess, there, partner.
Yeah. Agabed. Oh, Crab tried to intercept that one, could not. There, now we got a battle up along the boards. Gwen.
Yeah, Gwen's stick got tangled up along the boards, and she couldn't get it into a position to get to that puck.
Hollingsworth, good poke check there to leave it for Gwen. Gwen got knocked down. Center opportunity there. No one's home, but rebound opportunity there. Went wide of the net.
That was
another opportunity there from the center.
That one was close. That bounced off of Brunetto's glove about 3 times before it went wide. Got to get that in the webbing of the glove.
Shot there. That one went wide of the net, though.
That's one thing that is about Brunetto we can talk about.
Comes West Virginia. McKenzie tried to make the move around and got knocked off.
That's one thing we can talk about Brunetto is that Brunetto is usually better on the blocker side than the glove side.
Hewitt kept it in the zone there. O'Hagan. Battle for it now right at the blue line. Hewitt and O'Hagan in there. Hewitt knocked an Armstrong player down there. And they were still battling for it. LeBert comes out of it. It's in the neutral zone. West Virginia, though, is onside as it gets back down into the zone there.
I really like the fight West Virginia's showing. They are not giving up.
Hewitt gets knocked down there as her pass. Chen for Kelly went a little wide, but Kelly able to scoop it up. Kelly centering opportunity for O'Donnell. O'Donnell shot there, deflected out in front, but it went back up towards the blue line there. But O'Donnell will get it back now. Laying it down Kelly. Linfelt shot there. Just couldn't quite connect.
You take enough of those opportunities, one of them's bound to go in. This has been a really good first period from the West Virginia Mountaineers.
Kelly's shot, glove saved there by Soltis.
I'm going to keep saying it. The offense for West Virginia playing much better than they played last previous game. And, well, I'd be scared if you're on the side of Armstrong. West Virginia looks dangerous and deadly. Or, oh, should I say armed and dangerous? There you go.
Jin back up to Anderson. Down, Jin deflected it, but Soltis was ready for that one. There, 4:43 left in the first period. West Virginia on top 1-0.
The West Virginia offense is like Rocky Balboa in the last fight in any movie. Any of them. Straight knockout punches right now.
Whistle blew there as Armstrong had too many players on the ice. They're trying to make a substitute there.
Yeah, they were trying to make a substitution. That's why there's no penalty, and it was while they were still out of play.
So we'll play on here.
Now, if that would have happened during play, that's a penalty, but not in this situation.
Anderson lost it there, went out into the neutral zone.
Yeah,
Hollingsworth.
She couldn't get it on the backhand, and that's what decided that turnover.
That one's going to go down now. Hollingsworth is going to be the one to pick it up. Hollingsworth. Pass up ahead, went past Quirin. Up ahead, Thompson picks it up. That's going to be back down now. Anderson. Anderson, along with Jin, battling for it. Gets kicked out there. Up ahead, Prasad.
Prasad got to be careful with the stick. Boy, that was a nice shot.
Shot there, yeah, from the center, but Burnetto was ready for that one.
Well, as I was going to say, Prasad got to be careful with the stick. Almost committed a tripping violation. It was very close. I don't know, Ian. I've been talking about my takeaways. You got any?
I mean, hey, I'm agreeing with everything you're saying. This is looking a lot
better.
A lot better, yeah. And that just comes with, you have some new players and everything on this team. Just took a game that, you got to learn to be able to play with one another.
Yeah, and I think they're building the chemistry too. You see a lot of these. Oh, that was a dangerous one. But you see a lot of these that are, these good cross-ice passes, these behind the back passes. I mean, I never thought this team would be doing that. Oh, that.
Kenzie gets tripped up there, but no arms are up there.
I will be honest with you. I don't know if the viewers at home would agree with me on this one, but I believe that was a nice little bit of acting from Mackenzie.
Yeah. As here comes Linfelt, or excuse me, that's Crab. Crab's pass there didn't quite connect with Mackenzie. Back up to the point, O'Donnell does a good job of keeping it in. Gets it back, Crab. Crab's pass for O'Hagan just a little bit out in front. There, Armstrong, though, picks it up. That's going to be back down. O'Donnell, though, is going to be the first one to pick it up.
Well, I'm going to go back for a second, back to that almost tripping, and I'm going to say that Mackenzie did a really nice job of trying to sell that. I don't mean that as in a bad way. That was some very nice acting, if it was.
Anderson over to O'Donnell. O'Donnell back to Anderson. Anderson up to Kelly. Kelly lost control of that one.
You know what, though, Ian? Those are the type of things you got to do in a one-goal game.
Yeah.
You got to try to get advantage somehow, and if I'm sitting on the West Virginia bench, I'd say keep doing that because eventually you're probably going to get the call.
Yeah. I mean, and honestly, you really think about it, I think 95% of the time you're getting that call.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's the type of thing you do. It's a one-goal game. I mean, I think you get on a power play and make it 2-0. That's going to be a big momentum shift.
Yeah. Kid here. Jin wasn't quite able to win that face-off, and this is going to go all the way down. Gwen giving chase and get hit in the boards there. Tripped up
Boy,
there,
that-
looked like Hollingsworth.
Hey, Ian, there's another one. I tell you what, might be in the game plan for West Virginia. But I don't have a problem with it.
No.
They're really trying to get these calls.
Gwen.
But I will say though, if they're gonna let him play, as long as they let him play both ways, I don't have an issue with it either.
Yeah.
And you know me, and I always like to be critical of the referees at times. At times,
At
viewers
times.
viewers at home will understand that.
This one up at McKenzie. Up at Queeran. Bounced off Queeran's stick, but Queeran's still fighting for it. Armstrong, though, is going to pick it up here with 40 seconds to go. They'll look to push it up ahead here. Shot there, that one went wide. O'Donnell up at Prasad. That one's going to go back down, though. Hollingsworth picks it up. Hollingsworth up at Queeran. Queeran had it bounced around for a minute. Was able to get it up a little bit of ahead. McKenzie. McKenzie with the takeaway there. Shot in. Saved there initially. Crabb couldn't quite get the rebound there. And still, O'Hagan down Crabb. Crabb's sharing opportunity there. No one was home there, and that is going to do it for the first period. At the end of one, it's West Virginia 1 and the Armstrong Arrows 0. So, Richard, great first period for the Mountaineers here. Do you have any notes? I mean, what do they talk about here in the locker room if you're West Virginia?
If you're West Virginia, keep the pressure on, keep the foot on the gas pedal. I mean, that was a really impressive first period. That's probably the best I've seen that team play probably quite some time. I'm really impressed with how that first period went. So we're going to see how this second period goes, and I think it's going to go just as good.
Yeah. You know, you think just keep the foot on the gas pedal there if you're the West Virginia Mountaineers. So that will do it for one period of play. We'll be back with you here in approximately 14 minutes and 14 seconds.
Lizzie's the boss, so Lizzie needs to stay.
Yeah.
If Katie wanted to leave, she's assistant. She could leave.
No,
I
Katie,
couldn't leave them all I want to.
Katie asked to stay because she did it before she. Wait, where are you living this year?
You play.
Oh. That's so crazy. She's on your way home. She was a tower.
Huh? Yeah, that's out of my way.
That is not out of
Who lives over by there?
There's like.
I'm not gonna lie, I do. Like if you,
See? There it is. See?
I live right by there. I live in a
Yeah.
house right by the Coliseum.
Attaboy, Andrew. Attaboy.
I can take over the team, guys.
Attaboy.
I mean,
attaboy.
technically I'm going past my house to go all the way back, but
But
we'll be
yeah.
alright.
Out of the way. Going
We'll be
out of the
alright.
way. What a guy.
Do I have merchandise I can pick up, like for like that thing right there?
Yeah.
Give him a
We
sweater.
only have small to medium stuff.
I'm a medium, that works
Okay.
fantastic.
Yeah. We're in the locker room.
Alright, I'll stop by after the game.
Oh,
so I can grab
okay
it.
then. So that means you get to have a fun outfit on Saturday. That's Friday next week.
Wait, Andrew, are you going to be
But
here for both games?
I think I can because there's no football game here next weekend,
Yeah.
so I think I'll be here for both.
Okay.
I'll double check it on.
Are you gonna be? Do you have practice on Friday next week?
Friday? Yeah, we always have practice on Fridays.
Okay. So what time's that game, Lizzie? What time's that game start next week?
6.
Next Friday.
6.
Six.
Okay.
Okay.
6:30.
You gotta
My
say
God.
because you're freaking me
So
out.
is the puck drop 6:30?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
You
so
say
I'll
start.
have them.
On ice.
So then what time can you be?
Yes.
I'll be here around the exact same time.
Around
Yeah,
I will be,
6:30.
I will be
Around
here,
like
so you're going to be, you
6:20.
two are going to be on the mic.
Okay.
Yeah, you get to be on the
Alright.
mic.
Do you want to do play-by-play at all, or just?
Yeah, we're
no,
gonna
let me
ask
do
you about
color.
that.
Let me do color.
All right,
Color, okay.
that's
I'll
fine.
have you two will be on the mic, then
That's
hold
fine.
me.
I'll hit you with a little
I can
tidbit.
listen. Before you get here, I can do the open by myself because you're gonna be rushing.
Yeah.
I'll do the open by myself. And then when you get here is when you get on. That's fine. Then Saturday, because you don't have any football, you're wearing that with a tie underneath.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
And then dress pants.
Yeah.
That's gonna be what
That's
we're
fine.
wearing.
All right.
Because I really liked that one time me and Nate did that.
What?
When we wore that with the tie underneath,
Oh, yeah.
I really liked that
Yeah,
one. So we're
I
gonna
can
do
do
that
that.
again.
Okay, yeah. No, the reason, right now I'm just kind of doing different, one, because I want to see how everything looks, and then we'll kind of get a good thing going. And, like, I mean, and if we have, like, a jersey night or something, we're wearing jerseys. If we have to, like,
I'm pulling up Chicago Blackhawks, Connor Bedard.
Absolutely.
Number 98, baby.
Give me my 59 Penguins Gensel jersey.
Oh my, the Gensel jersey from the Penguins.
The
Crazy.
Robo Penguin
That's
jersey.
crazy.
I got a winter classic.
There you go.
What team nights are we doing, Lizzie?
The only keeping that I know is confirmed is Halloween. We're doing Halloween costumes. And we're gonna do a costume competition.
Richard, we're wearing Halloween costumes.
I mean, we can do our own thing.
Yeah, you were on.
We can do
Actually,
our own. I'm gonna win
You
though.
get to get that stage.
Lizzie's always going to win. Oh, yeah, Richard, you got to bring up your idea to Lizzie.
Oh, for costume though.
No, for the broadcast that you had earlier.
Oh, I was saying earlier we should do an all-female broadcast for a woman's game.
Yep.
I'll fucking do it. I don't know
That's
what's
what I
going
said.
on.
I said that you and
That
Katie.
person just shot. Oh, we couldn't go
I said that you and Katie should get on the mic and do it for a woman's game one day.
Yep.
You just hear in the background, God, I fucking want to go outside.
And then like, and then
CC, get the fucking back. That would be funny, though.
that's what I'm saying. I didn't know if that was a bad idea or not. dude. I was killed.
Yeah, right? Up 91.
What?
Richard, we said you were next in line to be director. Now,
What did I say?
you ran your mouth
About what?
about me having to stay. Which time? Yeah, right? Ran your fucking mouth. Not in front. Not final. What will you be next year? Junior?
Yeah.
I feel like I took over at a horrible time. Because, like, I now have to do the wheel semester.
Can we?
No. It could be worse. We could have 2 whole years of camping. Not that any of us would have come back.
I'd have quit.
Now he'll hopefully get murdered in Disneyland. I guess it depends on if I get an internship in athletics.
He's gonna get eaten by an alligator.
I hope so.
That's
That's too
what's gonna happen.
kind.
He would swim in the pond.
No, he would think he's hard. He'd jump off the deck and be like, guys, watch this.
What? Is that a cuss word?
That'd be the clean version.
She said she has a clean version.
I don't care. Anyways. Is hi-fi legal?
Hey, if it has a cuss word, fired.
It's French.
Fired. Still fired. Work that in. God. All the people are gonna come to me and they're gonna be like, hey, here's my problem. I don't really have a problem.
Yeah, you gotta be the problem solver with that. You don't get to come up here and hide.
But I'm gonna get promoted by accident too. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Watch.
Oh, like last year when Mason quit,
Yeah.
Cam got thrown into the position.
Yeah. Watch. That'll be what happens to me. That'll be the type of bullshit that'll happen to me. Alright. Bye, Patrick. I love my job, guys. I love my job.
It's so much fun.
What happened to the 15-minute periods, huh?
Dude, we just got talking and texting forever. My phone's almost dead, but.
What the hell happened to the
Don't turn this on.
One second, I'm turning them off because he just hit the button.
Yes, you did. I clicked it.
No, because I clicked it off.
I didn't click it on.
I clicked it off.
Oh, I didn't click it on. So I don't know why it's ringing.
All right. And we welcome you back inside the Hope Gas Ice Pavilion here at Milan Park, and both teams are on the benches just waiting for the refs go ahead now. Now is one official is talking to the booth, one official is talking to head coach Sam Miller.
That's not sure what that could be about.
I don't know what's happening here. The ice looks ready to go, but the players are still sitting on the bench. And here we go. Now we got the go ahead, and it looks like we're getting ready to get underway here for this second period.
I like the who let the dogs out. That's fun. I like that.
Both-
Hey, Andrew's over here. He's vibing.
both teams going to be
Working on the computer today.
going through their warm-up laps and everything like that. And
Hey, you'll get to hear Andrew's voice for the first time next weekend.
yeah, I'll be out of town again.
Man, Ian, I really skipping on your responsibilities. there.
Promise, final time. Final time I'm missing for a while.
I First time I'll be missing will be the weekend after that weekend.
I'll be here to take you through that one. That one here is that'll be the first time we get Division II
Yes.
here on the home ice.
I'll miss their home opener. I'm quite sad about that, actually.
Excited to see what they got, and some huge things kind of happened over the off season there that found out end of last year, and that will bring up kind of on the broadcast everything. So recommend tuning to that one.
Now I do know that Sokol got called up from that team to the Division I team. Congratulations to him for that.
Yeah.
And been playing quite well.
West Virginia.
What?
And it looks like we're getting set to get back underway here, and
Oh, we have fun during these games.
Yeah.
And it's not that we don't take the games serious. It's just that these games slower pace, and it's nice. It's more like a baseball game.
and
I
it was
really like
honestly it was part of it right now was it was everybody was set ready to go, so we came back on.
And then we had to wait.
Yeah. Looking back.
These are probably my favorite games to call, just because we get to have a lot of fun with a lot of these games. The one game is so zip 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 zip.
Dude, that Navy game last week was a fun one to call.
Yeah, you're telling me.
We both lost our voices.
I lost my voice that second game.
Yeah, we both lost our voices. We did a class project on Monday, and one of our classes, I couldn't even do it because I didn't have a voice. Anyways, we're back underway here.
That one went up and out of play, and they're going to let them keep going. That one hit the net.
O'Donnell shot off McKenzie's back, and oh crap, almost put it into the back of the net.
That was off the shoulder.
What a goal that would have been.
That was a heart in your throat moment if you're an Arrows fan. Oh my goodness. That puck was actually about an inch from crossing the goal line.
O'Donnell has it back now. Battle with O'Hagan and a few Armstrong players out in front of the box down there. Tree has it back. Hewitt up ahead now. McKenzie back to Hewitt. Hewitt surveying. Hewitt got the puck stolen. Armstrong with the shot, but that one haywire. Now out in front there, O'Donnell gets knocked down, but Brunetto is able to cover it up.
I'm going to say that was a whole situation.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. First you have the turnover over here on the right side inside the circle, and that led to a fantastic shot. Then that rebound comes out, and then there's a scramble for it. You just got to be careful. Can't let too many of those happen.
Yeah.
As Armstrong knows, you give West Virginia that many opportunities, it'll happen. You give any team that many opportunities, quality. Puck will end up in the back of the net at some point.
Gwen back on it now for West Virginia. Gwen looking to push it up ahead here, up ahead. That is Lebert. Lebert across to Linfelt. Lebert and Winfelt, 2-on-1. Brings on in, just went inside the net.
And Linfelt was screaming for a penalty. She felt that she was held.
Arm is up by the referee. That is going to be icing.
icing.
Yep, that was for the icing right there.
I'm going to, again, the viewers at home probably hate me for these, but I really don't think there was anything
I didn't see much of anything either.
I didn't see anything in it other than good defense. And
yeah,
Linfelt trying to get that penalty. I understand why.
You're trying to do anything you can to get these advantages in these hockey games.
I just don't know how that one. I just don't know how she thought she was held. I mean, there was contact, no doubt.
Yeah.
There was contact between the two players. I just don't think there was a hold or anything that would constitute a penalty.
Anderson.
Because it most likely would have been a penalty shot, almost a breakaway.
Jin brings it on in. Back up Prasad. Brissett gets it back down. Quirin unable to get it. Jen is right there, though, tried to connect to Brissett. Wasn't quite able to do it. Here come the arrows. Down the other way. Splits the West Virginia defenders there, but Brunetto poke check that one away, and Jin is able to take that one and get control back for West Virginia. Up ahead, Brissett. Brissett now. Back to Jin. Jin and Brissett fighting for it.
What a play
Up
from
it.
Prasad on the ground.
Yeah. Then now Hooks wasn't quite able to handle it, but Hooks gets it back. Hooks rings on it, and her shot there is going to be blocked by Anderson. Anderson up ahead. That's Crab. Crab bringing on in. Surveying. Shoots there. Second opportunity there, but no one's there. West Virginia's making a change right off the bench. Hollingsworth with the shot. Another opportunity. Still loose out front. The wrapper on second opportunity there. Shot there by Hollingsworth is saved there. Still loose out in front. Crab on it. That one's going to
There's
poke
a
to the
penalty upcoming.
penalty. Yeah, penalty upcoming on the Armstrong arrows.
Oh my goodness, how did none of those go in?
I do not know.
Oh my goodness, West Virginia has had so many opportunities. It's got to be black magic in between the posts for the Armstrong arrows to keep that puck out of the net. I don't know how.
Yeah. Props there, the Armstrong arrows
They're gonna be
defense and Soltis. We're back underway here. O'Donnell with it. Second opportunity there for LeBert. LeBert fanned on the shot. LeBert, though, gets it back. LeBert will pass it down, and Armstrong's able to clear it. O'Donnell has it.
and that's going to be roughing the call there.
Roughing, yeah. LeBert has it. Wasn't quite able to see who it was on. Armstrong. But anyways, West Virginia is on the two-man advantage. Or one-man advantage, apologies.
Jeez.
My God.
Ian, the
Quirin. Back up to O'Donnell. O'Donnell across to Hewitt. Hewitt sent there. But there, back LeBert. Their shot there is going to be saved there by Soltis. And
I've liked the power play so far for
Yeah.
West Virginia. I mean, they're down on that end, and they've held it down there. They've had a lot of in-zone possession. That's what you like to see when you have the power play. And I also think in a one-goal game, this is kind of your chance to scoot away a little bit.
yeah. Second power play unit on there for the Mountaineers. They'll win that. McKenzie tried to send it around the boards. Get stopped for a moment by Armstrong.
Just under 50 seconds
Okay.
to go.
Yep. That one's going to go all the way down now. Hollingsworth is going to be the first one to get to it. But Hollingsworth lost it. Now Armstrong has it back. Armstrong getting set up now. Shot there is going to be knocked away there by Brunetto.
I think that might be my only critique of this Mountaineers team through about a quarter period of play is the turnovers down in the defensive end. I think that just got to clean those up just a little bit.
Anderson's shot there went wide. McKenzie is able to get it back there. This penalty is about to come to an end here. And loose out in front. It's still loose. They're poking at it. And they poke it in there. I believe that was Robin Anderson, number 11, who poked it in there. But we'll see who the official goal
I think
scorer
that's
is.
going to go to O'Hagan.
O'Hagan might get credit for it as well.
Boy, that's a beauty. I tell you what, that shows the grit of this team. They go down there and that puck's loose and they don't stop fighting for it. They just kept on trucking, and boy, did they finally get one in. And finally, the curse is broken. How many times has the puck almost gone in? That time you finally get the lucky break.
Yeah.
And that'll make it 2-0. That's a beautiful goal from West Virginia. That's what you do when you see a loose puck in the crease.
And so that is going to be a power play goal there by the Mountaineers to give them the 2-0 lead here in period number 2.
Yeah, there was only 2 seconds left on the man advantage when that was scored too.
And you are definitely right indeed. Goal is going to number 21, Kira O'Hagan for the Mountaineers. Jin able to, with a nice poke check there, get it back out into the neutral zone. That one back down now behind the net. Surveying Hewitt. Hewitt is going to bring it up ahead now. Hewitt to Jin. Jin brings it on in. Is going to shoot that one down along the boards. Prasad unable to quite get it and keep it in there. Here comes Felix now. Felix. Shot there went wide. Good defense there by O'Donnell. Oh, now Hewitt pins the Armstrong player up against the board. There now, here comes West Virginia the other way. That's LeBert. LeBert bringing on in, zigzagging her way, and she lost control of the puck and it went to the corner. And back out into the neutral zone there. O'Donnell has it. Oh, there, stolen there by Kelly. Kelly, though, her stick gets lifted, lost her stick. I believe she just dropped it there to try to get out of there. Maybe trying to force a holding call there as well. Hollingsworth has it, though. And we'll push that one back down. Now long hits. Yeah, that was Kelly's stick it hit. There and saved there by Soltis. That one's going to be back there. So with 12:31 left to go here in the second period, West Virginia gets set for the offense zone faceoff. It's back Gwen. Gwen's shot there is going to be blocked out in front. And here comes Brown. Brown coming the other way. Brown brings it in. Brown still has it. Still has it. And that one's going to be poked, checked away there by Hollingsworth as she then's able to get it up to McKenzie. McKenzie brings it on in. McKenzie wraps it around the net there and now loose, and it's going to go all the way down, and Gwen is going to be the first one to get to it for the Mountaineers. Going to be surveyed around now. It's up ahead now, McKenzie. McKenzie gets that one taken away there as well. And here comes the arrows down as Harris giving chase for that one. Don't quite get it though. McKenzie up ahead tried for Crabb. Couldn't quite connect though. Crabb though is able to get it right on back. Crabb now. And bring it on in. Shot there, and she scores. And you kind of see that one coming there a little bit, and Armstrong is getting too much pressure in the turnover there. Cause for a breakaway there by Armstrong, and
well, she's assistant captain on the Armstrong Arrows for a reason, and I tell you what, that's a pretty good reason. That was a blitz of speed. But I was going to mention this before that goal even happened. Very nice breakaway and a very nice shot too. Nothing really, not much that Taco could have done about that.
yeah.
But what I was going to say is the pace of this game has really picked up. Like, this game has gotten faster, and I don't know what the reason for that might be, but I do know the intensity's picked up, and I honestly would think it's because Armstrong's trying to respond, which they did to that West Virginia goal. So
Yeah.
come out of that break, and West Virginia still got that 1-goal lead, but you got to think that the next goal has to be West Virginia.
Yeah.
If you're on the West Virginia bench, and if you're on the Armstrong bench, the next goal's got to be you too. So
Yep.
we'll see what happens.
See what happens here is that one in front there, Kelly. I don't quite get that one, and that one's going to go out of play there and into the Armstrong bench. But going to make that a 2-1 game now here with 10:42 left to go in the second period. As Jin wasn't quite able to get complete control off the face-off, but Hollingsworth with it. Up ahead, Sot wasn't quite able to get it. Back down Hewitt. Hewitt and Jin involved. Sot also comes in, hooks and Brown for Armstrong. That one's going to sneak out Hollingsworth. Up ahead, Quirin. Quirin now. Quirin. Could bring it around the net here. Quirin gets it back up, tried to get it back over the point there to Hewitt, but could not. Armstrong with some good defense there. That's Brown with it. Brown brings on in. Brunetto is going to knock that one off there for Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth passes it back, now there to Hewitt. Back to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth. Up ahead now Prasad. And Prasad is just going to tap that one on in. And the arm is up for icing on that one. So we'll come all the way back down now for the defensive zone face-off.
You know, I'm going to say that I think during these games when you don't have an ice cut between the second and third period, I think it would make a lot of sense just to put 40 minutes up on the clock and then take a break at 20. Does that make sense?
I don't know.
I don't know. I might just be spouting nonsense over here as I usually
but here
do.
comes McKenzie. McKenzie on the breakaway. McKenzie's shot there, saved there by Soltis. And you can certainly hear the Armstrong crowd here tonight. Recently, they were all so quiet up until that goal, and now they might start playing a factor here.
Yeah, very vocal away fans. You know, as a objective sports fan, you love to see it. You love to see fans that travel well or fans that go into a hostile environment and don't care to share their voice.
Yeah. That was up on the boards. Gwen, apologies. You're going to be the first one to get to it. That's going to be back, though, on the boards. Armstrong. Centering opportunity there. Went off Gwen's stick, though. Defense there by Gwen. Armstrong, though, another centering opportunity there. Another one there. Brunetto, though, good stick.
That was
work.
unbelievable.
Yeah, that's
He reached up in the air and just snapped
Grab.
that one.
across.
Mid-air.
Now there to O'Hagan. McKenzie's shot. McKenzie gets her own rebound, though.
And I think down there O'Donnell's going to be wondering why there wasn't a penalty. She got upended. Not purposefully, but still got upended. Probably going to be looking for that one. Been a lot of physicality in this game, which you don't usually see with this team, but tonight been a lot of bodies hitting the ice, and had a roughing penalty earlier.
And it's good to note, too, last year, back in the Morgantown Ice Arena, it was another home match and everything, and West Virginia wound up losing that one 3-1.
Yeah, good improvement from last year as well.
Yeah.
I really like the heart that West Virginia's showing, though. They're not, they're really got some hustle in this game, and
yeah,
I've been really impressed with how this team's played.
Kelly's shot there is going to be saved there by Soltis.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
And, I mean, I guess good to note, too, kind of fun fact, actually, as well, is there's a couple players on this Mountaineers team that used to play for the Armstrong Arrows.
Yeah,
Lee
that as
O'Donnell
well.
being one of them. And Gwen, shot there is going to be saved there by Soltis.
That's why it's always fun, these exhibition games. Oh, boy. These exhibition games in the beginning of the season, because you get cool stories like that where you have somebody who is an alumni of the former team that you're playing against. I think that's just the coolest thing in the world. Great storylines. Oh, boy.
Here comes Armstrong again. It's Brown. Brown lost it, though.
Now, that one wasn't in the defensive end, but West Virginia just has to watch the turnovers. I think that's probably the one critique I got for this game is that they've let up some dangerous opportunities, just like that one, with some turnovers that aren't entirely, anybody's fault. It's just, bad puck bounce or something of that nature. But
Kelly with the centering pass there, but
still,
a couple Mountaineers unable to get their stick on it.
That's just the way I've been seeing it. I've been seeing that a couple turnovers really hurt the Mountaineers in a couple spots.
Harris's shot there is going to be saved there by Brunetto.
And then a pile.
Yeah, then we had a pile with Sue. And no intention on that one, so nothing's going to ensue after that one.
Well, I would highly doubt that this West Virginia team would want to get involved in any of extracurriculars.
Jin, another Arrows alumni. Jin has control of it now. Jin, bring it down in.
Boy, lots of just lost edges, too.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's something with the ice. Because, I mean, they just had the Zim. Oh, boy.
An opportunity here for the Arrows. Shot there is going to be knocked into the corner there by Brunetto.
As I was going to say, they just had the Zamboni out here, not too long ago at the beginning of this period, about 10 minutes ago, more like 15.
It will be curious to see is because of that, will we see an ice cut here between the second and third periods? I remember last year, sometimes you did see that, especially because there was no games happening after this one tonight.
I would doubt it, but I will tell you, though, it might continue to be a problem if you keep seeing people losing edges on this dirty ice, if it continues to get worse.
Yeah.
I mean, the ice doesn't look too bad at the moment, but I don't know, just an observation. A lot of lost edges. I don't know if it's something with the skates or with the ice, because it's for both teams. It's not just one team.
Which, that's telling me it's more with the ice. But meanwhile, McKenzie streaking up the side, across there for O'Hagan, couldn't quite connect.
McKenzie has been here, there, and everywhere. That's my...
Hollingsworth's shot's going to be blocked out in front.
If I had to nominate an early player of the game, I would give it to McKenzie. It has been an incredible game. She's been here, there, and everywhere. There you go.
Speak of the devil. Here comes McKenzie. Brings it on in. Shot there is going to be saved there by Soltes.
That's a really good
McKenzie, saving opportunity there for O'Hagan. O'Hagan couldn't quite get the shot off. Back across Hollingsworth now. Back down to McKenzie. McKenzie gets it back there. Just going to get stopped behind the net there. Back up to the point. Hewitt keeps it in. Back down Crabb. Wasn't quite able to get it. O'Hagan is in there. And Gwen off the bench. Wasn't going to be able to keep it in there. That one onside there. Linfelt right off the bench.
Barely onside, but you know what? That was a good move to get over that blue line.
Crabb up Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth, though, lost it. Here come the Arrows. Bring it on in. Their shot going to be saved there by Brunetto.
And Brunetto does what she does best and goes down and makes a fantastic save. But I was going to go back to McKenzie. I cannot believe the type of game Kylie McKenzie is having here this evening. It has, like I said, here, there, everywhere, and then more.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say.
And she is not the only one either.
If we had to nominate a player of the game, I'm going to give it to her. It's a little early to do that, but.
Kelly with control. 3-on-1 for West Virginia. Kelly loosed in another edge there out in front. LeBert wasn't quite able to put that one.
I think Kelly was brought down by a little bit of contact. And once again, these referees keep choosing to keep their whistles in their pockets. And again, I don't have a problem with it. They've called it the same way both ways.
Yeah.
So, let them play. Why not?
Yeah.
It's a close game, too. You don't want one of those calls to determine the outcome of the game. So.
Yeah.
Good poke check.
Great poke check there by number 89, Gwen LeBert.
That's another name we've said quite a bit tonight is LeBert.
That one's up ahead now. Felix. Felix makes the move against Gwen, brings it on in, shot there, saved there by Brunetto, and the rebound's going to go to Gwen. Good job by Gwen to clean up that rebound. That one's going to go out into the neutral zone. Linfelt wasn't quite able to get that one, and it's going to be back down in Gwen. Gwen tried to push it up along the boards, couldn't quite get it out, but Anderson is right there to help along with LeBert. Center shot there actually from the side. Apologies. That one, but
I would have thought that would have been a centering pass. Nice shot, though, from an odd angle. I'd take those every day.
The Arrows trying to get something up. They're centering pass there. One wide back over the point. Thompson is going to pass it back down, though, to Brown. And now West Virginia is going to clear that one all the way down. Well, the bench there is Jin. Jin's going to be the first one to get it. That's not going to be icing.
That's what you call hustle right there. And as Coach Rich Rodriguez of the football team says, that is what you call grit.
Yeah, but here comes Armstrong. Thompson back the other way. Their shot there went down in. Hewitt is going to collect it. Hewitt tried to get it to Quirin, offers skate there. As Hewitt has it behind the net now. Hewitt surveying and is going to get up at a Prasad. She passes it off to Jin. Jin leads it back for Prasad. Prasad lost the stick there. Someone lost a stick there.
I'm not sure who that was that lost the stick, but there
that
you go.
was an Armstrong player
Armstrong
that
player
I didn't
lost
even
the
think
stick.
was involved in the play that somehow lost the stick.
Hey, it happens.
Certainly does.
And I've really liked the change out of Armstrong. They've come out and they've responded to West Virginia scoring another goal, making it 2-0. Ever since then, they really tried to have a foothold in their offensive end. Really like the way they've responded.
Yeah, O'Donnell. The shot there from the side of the boards there. Ain't quite. My gosh, it's been a minute. Trying to get back into the swing of things, but here comes Armstrong down the other way.
Well, thank you. Get it off next weekend, too. You're really going to never get a
I
groove.
know.
Yeah,
O'Donnell with the defense. Here comes McKenzie. McKenzie couldn't quite get
once
it.
again, the speed from McKenzie. I don't know where the speed comes from, but it's like Lightning McQueen.
McKenzie gets tripped up there. No call, and that one happened right in front of us.
Seems to be a pretty common theme in this one there, Ian.
But West Virginia has it back. They get it back up to McKenzie. That's off McKenzie's stick and back in the hands of the Armstrong Arrows. And their shot there is going to be deflected into the corner. Gwen wasn't quite able to get it. Armstrong, the wraparound chance, and they score. I have to take a look at the replay here in a second.
I think that took a unfortunate bounce. Oh boy. I think that's Taco on that near post. Just got beat on the near post. That's a nice shot there from Armstrong. I really, really like that shot. Right to end the second period too. That's a dagger.
33.7 left to go here in the second.
If you're West Virginia, that is a dagger.
We're tied up
At 2.
at 2 apiece. Apologies, O'Donnell. Second opportunity for Kelly. Kelly's shot is going to be saved there by Soltis.
Well, there you go. There's the response for you. Come
Yeah.
out and take a shot immediately. I like that. I like the way they responded to that. But I'm going to sing Armstrong's praises. That was a very, very nice goal. Skate in there, fire that shot near post. Those are ones that Taco doesn't usually give up. So that must have been a very nice shot. Down there in that near post.
I think it was one of those as well as LeBert takes the shot, but just one of those as well is I couldn't even tell from here if she was going to shoot the puck or pass it. She was in that
That's true,
position.
too. And there was a lot of traffic in front of that. But, West Virginia responding. They haven't come. Well, Yeah, there goes that. I was going to say they hadn't been out of the offensive end yet, so, overall,
Oh, now we'll stick with you here as
yeah, they're not going to
both
go to
teams
the locker room.
we're not going to be having ice cut as we normally don't. You just,
Yeah, no intermission.
yep.
I got to say that through that period of play, I thought that Armstrong grabbed a better hold of some momentum in there, but I also think that West Virginia has been responding, so we're going to see how they come out. I'm sure Sam Miller is going to get them ready to go, and they'll be ready to respond here in this third period. I almost guarantee it. Yeah, trying to get 20 back on the clock and in the arena.
Yep, there it is, Vic.
It said 14:58 there for a second. I was really confused.
Yeah, because it's like the box wanted ice cut, and the teams were like, no, we're not having ice cut here. So both teams are discussing it now over there.
I'm going to tee it up like this. You're on a golf course, put the golf ball on the tee, and you're getting ready to hit a drive.
Yep.
That's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to hit the drive.
All right.
So I teed it up. And I'm going to tee it up like this. You're tied 2-2 going into the final period of play. A lot can happen between the ball leaving the tee and ending up where it's supposed to go.
Yep. All right, and now as both teams kind of going to get there, bring us inside that West Virginia huddle right there, and during that brief stoppage of, what was being said there.
It's just a response thing. I think that Sam's been in the game long enough that Sam Miller, our head coach, is going to know, she's been around this merry-go-round before. And I tell you what, if I had to pick something that she definitely said to him was that just respond. You tied up 2-2. You had the advantage most of the game. Don't let it get you down. Keep your head up and just keep playing. And I think that's something that's really important.
We got the stick pounded loud over there. Couldn't quite make out. That might have been Levert over there.
Well,
pounding the stick.
I can't tell you what's going to happen in this period, but I can tell you it's going to be a good show, so don't move your TV dial.
Yep. Went with it. Gets it knocked away. There. It's going to be back now, Gwen. Has it back at her own blue line. Push it up Ed McKenzie. Over there, Krabs. Krabs shot there.
That was
just
really
nicked off the pad of Soltis.
Really nice shot. Those are the type of shots West Virginia needs right now. Keep it in the zone. Yeah.
Gwen, good job right on cue, keeping it in the zone.
Liking the way this is looking. I'm smelling what they're cooking.
And West Virginia is bound for it along the boards. Armstrong, though, is going to come out with it. Here comes Armstrong. They're going to poke that one up ahead. Head here, no icing on that one. Hollingsworth's going to be the first one to it. Hollingsworth still with control of it. Leaves it there for O'Hagan and lost it there. Armstrong back with it. They'll push that one down. And Armstrong skating on in, but Gwen's going to be the first one to get to it. Up ahead, Linfelt. Linfelt, her pass there. They're going to go all the way down, but it's going to slow down right at the end of the Armstrong bench.
It also took a deflection. I don't think that was going to be icing regardless.
Armstrong now brings it on in, shot on in, saved there by Brunetto, and we'll just cover that one up for the whistle.
Well, partner, for the first 2 minutes, I can tell you it's going to be back and forth.
It is certainly going to be.
This might be early nominations for Game of the Year. I'd give that second game against Navy a shout right now. And I would give this game a shout. We'll see how the season goes. I'd like to figure out a game that could be the winner.
Arm is up there, and it's going to be a penalty coming against
West Virginia.
West Virginia, yeah.
Is that a
high stick?
High stick.
The appeal?
Wonder who the guilty party on that one's going to be.
Or actually, it's going to go against Armstrong.
Yeah, it is.
Apologies. It's going to be against number 10 there.
The way that was delayed, I really thought that was going to be a West Virginia penalty.
Yeah, so it's going to be a penalty.
There you go. Hey, tie game, get the man advantage. That's exactly what you need.
That is exactly what you need.
Either of these teams would be begging for this opportunity currently.
Seifert was the one who got the penalty there for Armstrong, and yep, it was high sticking is the official word. Quirin shot there, loose out in front. Kelly with the rebound opportunity is going to go to the corner now. O'Donnell has it back up at the point. O'Donnell reeling in, shot there. It's still loose out in front. O'Donnell over to Hewitt. Hewitt to Kelly. Kelly shoots and she scores! And just like that, the Mountaineers are back on top with their second power play goal of the game. And this one is going to go to number 10, McKenna Kelly.
Boy, I got one thing to say, and that's just one look is all it took. Man, that puck was in the crease. Kelly gets one look at it, boom, back in the net. That's a perfect job by West Virginia, perfect execution by that number 1 power play unit, and that is exactly what you wanted out of that one. Get a goal on the power play. I can't draw it up any better than that, and now you just got to defend this 1-goal lead. But hopefully, I would tell West Virginia, stay on the gas. Do not try to defend a 1-goal lead. It's going to be
And
another
the whistle blows. We have another penalty here.
I mean, roughing, I think. It's going to be on Armstrong, I believe.
Or no, it's going to be against
McKenzie.
McKenzie, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Kylie McKenzie, number
It
61.
was down the other end of the ice, but when I
Yeah, I
first
didn't
looked,
see.
she was on the ground. I'm puzzles
I
me
didn't
how
see.
you could commit the penalty but also be on the ground at the same time.
I don't know. I was looking like you're saying it was
Yeah,
behind the
it
play,
was
so I
behind
was
the
looking
play.
up ahead.
Yeah, that was a rather odd one. I'm not sure what the story behind that one will be, but
Wait, the official word of what it will be.
the referee signaled for roughing, I
Yeah.
believe.
Yep.
Yeah, it is going to be roughing. I'm not really sure how it could be roughing if you're the one that ends up on the ice.
Yeah.
But of course, that doesn't tell the whole story.
Yeah. That one got under the stick there of Armstrong, went all the way down, so they'll look to push it back up ahead. But Hewitt was able to get it back as they were trying and pushed it backwards there. And
they were very frustrated about that puck
yeah.
going under the stick. That's a good save in the neutral zone there. Keep that puck from going all the way down.
Well, committed that penalty, actually, for Armstrong, that last one that led to the go-ahead goal.
Is out there currently, I believe.
Yeah. She's out there currently. She's the one who just had the opportunity.
It's time for redemption.
Yep. My first shot there is going to get blocked out by Crab, I believe. Centering opportunity there. Good save there by Brunetto.
As usual.
Armstrong surveying. Gets it back up at Guntram. Guntram's shot is going to be blocked out in front there by Crab, and she is going to flick that one all the way down. And Kelly. West Virginia was trying to intercept that one. Couldn't, and here comes Armstrong now, but they only got 3 players up there.
Well, it didn't quite make it the distance of the ice.
Yeah, and Armstrong was trying to get a change in there. O'Donnell.
I thought that one was in the back of the net there,
Yep.
partner. I hit the
O'Donnell
boards
cleared
back behind
that
the
one.
net, and it stopped. It didn't bounce or anything.
O'Donnell sent it down the length of the ice zone. Here comes Armstrong trying to push it up ahead, but that's going to do it for the penalty as McKenzie is out of the box. A good blocker save there by Brunetto. West Virginia has it back. And that's going to be down in the corner. O'Donnell is going to send it along the boards there for McKenzie. McKenzie will just send that one up ahead into the neutral zone. So in there, O'Donnell is able to step in front and disrupt Felix from getting it. And that will pay off as McKenzie gets it up ahead and shots there and saved there by Soltis. McKenzie has it back now. Trying to get to the center there, could not. Anderson comes up. There's Jen was right in front, tried for the deflection there. As Jen, centering opportunity there for Hewitt, could not connect. Rassat now with it back there. But here comes the arrows.
Well, West Virginia is lucky they were making a change because without Prasad coming off the bench, there was going to be no one there for West Virginia. That was going to be another Armstrong breakaway. I think about their third or fourth of the night.
Rassat couldn't quite get that one off her stick there. Back to Hewitt. Hewitt up ahead, 10 for Quirin. But Armstrong is going to be offside on that one. That's going to cause for the whistle.
This was kind of funny. Quirin over there by the blue line got knocked down and kind of got down onto the board and did a, hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
That was quite funny. That gave me a good chuckle.
Crab taking the face off here for the Mountaineers, able to win it, gets it back to O'Hagan. Or, excuse me, that's Hollingsworth. Here's the Arrows, though, with it. They'll bring it on ahead. They're onside this time. Gwen fighting for it, but that shot gets through into Brunetto, but she makes the excellent save and is just going to cover that one up.
That is pure reaction from Taco there. That puck, she didn't even know that puck was in front of her, and it just hit her front, and she was able to get down and cover it. That's a really nice job of having a reactionary save. That's something I couldn't do. My reflexes are much too slow for that.
West Virginia has control of it, will look to get it out of their own end, and indeed they do. But right back there to jump on it is the Arrows. And Crab try to send it along the boards the other way. Kenzie tried to get there, but couldn't quite get her stick on it. There's a centering opportunity here for the Arrows. Shot there went wide. Rebound now to McKenzie. McKenzie brings it up ahead here. McKenzie gets by two defenders. Centering opportunity there for O'Hagan, and O'Hagan couldn't quite find the back of the net there. Looked like an excellent save there by Otis.
More than excellent. That was extraordinary. That you're going from, in goaltender's case, you're going from left to right. In viewer's case, you're going from right to left. But goaltender is going from side to side, anywho. And I mean, the quickness to get from one side to the other. I mean, the net was wide open 2 seconds before that shot happened, and then afterwards it was closed. That just shows you how hard of a position goaltending is and how incredible that is. I can't express enough how much talent that takes to do that.
On back, Kelly wasn't quite able to get it. That one's going to be deflected. Lambert, though, is able to get to it, keeping his own down to Kelly. Kelly tried for the centering opportunity there, but it's going to be intercepted there by Miska.
Well, that's a good move from Hewitt just to dump it back in because it was going to be offside. Had 3 Mountaineers past the blue line, and there was nobody behind her either. You couldn't turn around and pass it back. This isn't like soccer. You can't just pass it to the goaltender. I mean, theoretically you could.
Yeah.
I don't know why you would.
No. O'Donnell is going to be back to retreat and corral this one. O'Donnell is tied up now. There's a tie-up, and O'Donnell gets pushed down.
Again, though, West Virginia is really looking for the call. And
yeah. As Brunetto is just going to cover that one up and force the whistle. That's a good cover up there by Brunetto.
And like I've said all game, there's no issue for me
No.
for that. Absolutely not. It's a one-goal game. You do what you can.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know if the referees are buying into what they're selling.
Yeah, and I mean we're talking so much about this grit and everything like that, and about this Mountaineer team, and that's showing it, and that's adding to it. And I mean, and like we were saying, these 2-minute penalties can change the course of a game.
Especially with this much time left.
Yeah.
I mean, you only got
11:23.
Yeah, 11:20. I mean, take 2 minutes off the board real fast.
Yeah, can Chloe.
It's another good save from Brunetto.
Yep.
Man.
That one came from the corner there, and Brunetto was ready and just covered that one up.
she's been doing it all game. I don't think we should be surprised at this
No.
point.
But, I mean, it's like the coach will say it, coaches say it, we'll say it. One shift at a time can change the course of a game.
Especially in a game like this, it's so
Yeah.
close.
One shift.
You just got to, if you're West Virginia, and I'm going to say this despite my ability to jinx these things, would be that you just have to protect the puck in your own end, because we've seen them have some turnover issues in the defensive end, and that is something you just can't have with 10 minutes to go in a one-goal game. And I hopefully will not bite my tongue. So
As Jin has control of it, she'll bring it on in. And Jin makes the move past two defenders, but unable to corral the puck back up again. Here comes Armstrong. Now the other way. It was almost, might have been a breakaway there, but good defense there by West Virginia. Armstrong with it now. It was intercepted there by Hewitt. Or, excuse me, that was Crab. Saw the 7. Back to Crab. Crab pushes back out, though. It's Prasad.
Ian, do you know what belongs next to a 7?
A 6.
You guys at home can't see it, but I'm doing the juggling hand thing.
Armstrong brings back in. Brunetto following very closely with her every move and is ready for that one. That one, and we've reached the halfway point here of this third period, and we are going to be in for an exciting finish here, folks.
Yeah, sorry, Ian. I had to slip that one in there. It was, you walked right into
We have
it.
to slip it in here every broadcast. But what would have happened if I said 8?
I probably would have looked at you very concerned.
This guy has the backup at the
I
point.
guarantee the demographic watching this game right now has no clue what we're talking about at all.
And tripped up there, and yep, that's going to raise the arm of the referee.
Yeah,
That could prove to be a costly one there for referee, and that's going to go against number 11, Robin Anderson. You just got to be a little bit more careful there.
now, you know what I like to do when a call happens. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that, but I'm going to have a good reason to explain why. I think that same thing has happened quite a few times in this game that has not been called either way. And I just feel like with this much time on the clock, that it's not the time to get nitpicky, if you get what I mean. I don't know. It definitely was a trip.
Good point, yeah. That's certainly a good point to make. And, I mean, I've mentioned a few times West Virginia players getting tripped.
Yeah.
And there's been no call.
And I don't think I just think it's something that's getting closer to the end of the game.
Guntram shot there, and Armstrong player in front of net raised the leg, but Brunetto saw through that distraction.
Well, you stole my thunder because, boy, there was some traffic in front of the net. Brunetto does a nice job to see through the traffic and really get that puck on the ice and cover it up. I really enjoyed that.
Well, West Virginia power killing unit did a great job in the last one. How are they doing this one? Shot there, saved there by Brunetto.
Boy, that's an even better save than the last one. Brunetto is up. She's not down into the butterfly yet. And that shot, she doesn't expect it to come in on goal, and it just gets absorbed into her chest. That's a really nice save. Because you think if she's down low, ready to make a save down low, and that shot comes in, it probably goes over one of the shoulders. Oh, here we go.
Good job there by LeBert with the stick lift and the takeaway. LeBert brings her in, shot, and she scores! From defense to offense. Defense leads to offense there for the goal for number 89, Gwen LeBert.
You know, I was trying to think of something I could say with LeBert, and there's nothing I got. So anyway, LeBert, what a shot. That's from the near post. Again, that's about 3 times in this game we've seen that. And that goes right into the back of the net. That's beautiful. And McKenna Kelly kind of, I think, tried to draw the defender out. And that's what happened was that over here, McKenna Kelly was over here, drew the defender to the left, left LeBert all alone, rips the shot, scores, makes it 4-2. And West Virginia one step closer to putting this game to bed.
And not to mention, that is a short-handed goal
That too.
there by
Yes.
Gwen Levert. And right as I got done saying, this penalty kill unit has been spectacular for the West Virginia Mountaineers here this evening.
From goaltending to trying to get up on offense, it's been fantastic to watch. This has been a really lovely game. I've really enjoyed this.
Gwen, I bet couldn't quite get it past Thompson though. As West Virginia is still trying to kill off this power play. Kelly now has it. Kelly will bring it up ahead.
And don't
Kelly.
forget, with that goal, there's still a lot of time left on the penalty as well.
West Virginia able to clear it. Miska will bring it on in now. Miska.
Just
Miska.
also, what a momentum swing
Yeah.
as well.
Good surveying. Shot there, saved there by Brunetto. Rebound opportunity out in front. West Virginia is able to clean it up. There, right there was O'Donnell. O'Donnell is just going to shoot that one on in to the zone there and see if West Virginia can maybe get something set up there.
And you know what? That clearance happens because McKenna Kelly in the neutral zone does just a little touch pass.
Yep.
Doesn't try to put too much zip on it, just hits it. And puts it right over to O'Donnell, who can then send it all the way down. Again, McKenna Kelly, we talk about just the speed, we talk about the goal-scoring ability, but not many times do we talk about just the ability in general to have high hockey IQ. And that is a high hockey IQ play.
And, I mean, even another good, that was all around good high IQ, even by O'Donnell, just to shoot that one on in. Because you think if she tries to just skate that one on in, it might get taken away, and there goes Armstrong.
I keep saying, oh, that's just unfortunate there.
Comes Armstrong, but Brunetto's up for the task.
Anderson tried to send it airmail, and it hits an Armstrong player in the shoulder, and then came right back to her stick. That's just
that one
was
went
a really
wide,
unlucky
and
bounce.
Here comes McKenzie. She's got Jin with her, but McKenzie's just going to take the shot. And that one's going to find the corner now. That one's going to be wrapped around the boards. There, West Virginia was making a couple changes. Hewitt unable to get her stick on that puck there, and both players hit the ground. That was a good no call there by the officials.
Yeah, that's one I'll say that I don't think that could have been either way. If you were going to, you're going to call both.
That shot there is going to be saved there by Brunetto, and Taco has just been outstanding in this one.
And hats off to Taco for making a better save on the near post than the one goal she let in tonight. Way to learn. I give her credit. You know, I give players credit where credit's due. You got beat at your near post earlier in the night. You're not going to let it happen twice.
And we are back underway now with 5:50 left to go here in the third period. Mountaineers are up 4-2. Kelly skates it on in. Kelly with it, backs it back over the point. Gwen gets her shot blocked, and here comes Armstrong. Armstrong down the other way, brings it on in, and Brunetto is up for the task.
Brunetto said absolutely not.
Another opportunity there at Taco. Taco is putting on a show here this evening, and now we're getting some pushing and shoving happening.
Oh, my goodness.
And changes are happening. You got a lot of bodies out there on the ice right now, and
I'm willing to bet an Armstrong player made contact with Taco there.
that would be my assumption.
Yeah, the group's over there talking to her as well. That would be my assumption. I'd stand up for your teammate. I like that. You know, not that we saw this team last year get into too many altercations outside of the game, but I wouldn't mind seeing a little more of it this season.
Yeah.
You know, just a little more. Not a whole lot more, just a little more.
Hewitt up to McKenzie. Hewitt wanted it back, too. She was streaking down the center there.
Boy, again, McKenzie, just the speed is jaw-dropping.
McKenzie centering opportunity there for Crab. Couldn't quite connect.
I would love to see if we could get Kelly and McKenzie on the same line just for one shift, just to see what that would look like.
That would be a fun one to watch. There, O'Hagan. McKenzie has it back. McKenzie for a centering pass, but Crab wasn't quite there. That one gets past the stick of Hollingsworth and all the way down. And that is going to be icing there with 4:20 left to go here in the third period.
I've got nothing more to say that hasn't been said already.
Yeah, no, it's West Virginia has had a great game here this afternoon.
This is better than great. I'd be willing to contest that this might be one of the best ones of the year. And you can argue with me with that as much as you want.
And you know, we mentioned in the open how 2 weeks from yesterday, on the 9th, West Virginia will have their first official game, the season opener basically, against Liberty here in the Hope Gas Ice Pavilion. And so this is a good stepping stone that gives the Mountaineers the confidence heading into that tough battle against Liberty, because Liberty's always going to be a tough battle.
I think they lost sight of the puck here. Oh, boy. We got a body's falling on. Anderson's in there.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. And Armstrong player's not injured or anything. That was just kind of what I like to call a dog pile.
Yeah, that turned into, yeah.
Right next to the dog billboard for the Pampered for Paws.
Yeah.
There you go. There's a good tie-in.
Yeah. But West Virginia will look to skate this one with the win.
Oh,
win
boy.
is-
Shaking up down there in the corner.
Yeah, that's Hewitt, or
Kelly.
I believe it was, yeah.
And she appears to be all right, though.
Kelly.
Continue on.
Yep, Kelly back with the speed, and Kelly right there is going to be right back into the action.
That's exactly what I want on my team. She gets knocked down, looks almost injured 1 second. Next second, just skating along.
Yep,
Carry on, I'm good.
Comes back with vengeance.
And keep playing. I mean, doesn't even go to the bench or anything. That's the type of player that I'd like to have on my team, and I'm sure head coach Sam Miller also really would like that type of player on her squad. Boy, a lot of stoppages in the last about 10 minutes or so.
Yeah.
It's been a slow third period as far as whistles go. And they're going to bring this one out to center.
Yeah, it looked like, again, the puck just got pinned up against the board for too long, and refs lost sight of it. And
that's what West Virginia is going to try to do. Pin it to the boards and just try and get some time off the clock.
Yeah. You got to think here pretty soon. You might see your Armstrong pull the goalie here.
I don't, in a 2-goal game, maybe. If they were going to do it with down 2 goals, they got to be doing it here
Yeah,
very
that's
soon.
what I'm
boy.
thinking, and we're getting some extracurriculars now happening.
Getting nasty down there. That was Crab getting involved. New player to this team for this season.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And the refs are now going to discuss this one.
The penalty box is open here on Armstrong's side. Brown's going in.
Brown's heading in.
I don't know if West Virginia is going to get 1-2 here.
Doesn't appear that way.
West Virginia is just going to get a man
interference.
advantage. Boy, was that the call? Interference is what the signal was.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll have to wait and see.
Well, West
but
Virginia's going to
West Virginia's going to be on the man advantage.
There goes the
pull
the
goalie.
goaltender.
Yeah.
Yeah, 38 seconds, even strength after this.
And now the referees are going to go back and have another discussion.
Talk about it one more time. I'm still not convinced that West Virginia won't get someone sent to the box.
Doesn't appear like they will. We're just going to play on here. So it's going to be with 38 seconds.
There you go.
Is when this penalty is going to conclude.
And that means that West Virginia has got a pretty good shot to stay ahead in this one.
Slashing is the official call there against Brown.
I'm not sure where I saw a slash.
Neither did I,
Must
but
have been earlier on.
we'll see. But West Virginia loses that puck there out into the neutral zone, but McKenzie, they'll gather it, and with her speed, she gets it back into the zone very quickly.
So fast. I just can't stop saying it. He's so quick.
Yeah. Especially that quick on skates is impressive. Like, skating is not easy.
No, it is not. I would know. I know how to skate. I just can't stop. I can go. I just can't stop. And, you know, you'd think I've watched hockey for so many years that I've been watching hockey since I was 3 years old. I think at some point I would have learned how to skate a little better.
Anderson back with control, gets it up at Quirin, catches Armstrong making the change. That one's back out, and that one's going to scoot into the neutral zone there for O'Donnell.
You know, I'm not one of them.
Hewitt back to O'Donnell.
I'm not one of the analysts that have played hockey before, but
O'Donnell up to Quirin. O'Donnell gets knocked down, and the bench is calling for a penalty.
Calling for it, they're not going to get it.
No.
But as I was saying, I'm not one of them analysts that have played hockey before, but I feel like I've watched enough of it at this point. I basically have played hockey. Oh, and that's going to be a trip there.
Yep,
West Virginia's going to have a 5-on-3.
Hewitt hits the deck, and West Virginia is just going to finish these 59 seconds out on the power play.
They're going to get 20 seconds with a
5-on-3, yeah.
There you go, Jinx.
Hewitt appears to be all right, just going to be skating it off, and
she just got tripped up by the skate blade.
yeah.
You know, no malintent. It just so happened that the Armstrong player was down. It tried to flail the stick out, and it just clipped Hewitt.
Hewitt does not seem to be very happy to be leaving the ice there, though. Arms were raised.
Might not be very happy with what's transpired. Armstrong has started to lose their head just a little bit.
Hollingsworth back with it, and Crab shoots there, and Otis
oh boy,
gonna
Crab
make the save, and
Crab got pushed over there.
yeah, Armstrong is getting
just
a little unhappy here.
Just lucky there's 41 seconds left.
41 seconds, yeah.
One other period. This game might get ugly.
Yeah, and I mean, Armstrong, to Armstrong's credit, they thought they had this game in the grass, had it tied up.
Had it close.
Hewitt's shot there is going to be saved there by Soltis.
Yeah, they probably feel a little hurt that they had this one in their hands. They had an opportunity at least.
Had it in their grasp, and they just kind of let it slip away. Well, hey, O'Donnell pass to Hewitt. Hewitt rips a shot.
Drilled that shot. That was, wow. Oh, she's going to do it again.
Hewitt gets it back. And she shoots it. She hits the post.
Off the post.
And that one's going to go all the way down the length of the ice there, and that is going to do it for this one. O'Donnell is just going to send it into the corner, and just like that, West Virginia has knocked off the Armstrong Arrows in this one by a final score of 4-2. What a way to end the exhibition part of their schedule, as they'll be heading into the chunk of their schedule here coming up.
Yeah, the meat and potatoes. Hey, 1-1 in exhibition. That ain't nothing to sneeze at. That's what I will say. They got a nice handshake line here, and they're going to cue Country Roads.
Country Roads is definitely being cued, but overall, what are your thoughts on this one?
Much improved, and I think you can agree with me there. Much improved from last game. I thought that this looked like a whole different team, to be honest with you. I thought that was a fantastic game, and I'm very pleased with how they played this one. And if they play like that against Liberty, it's going to be a close game.
It's going to be a close one, yeah.
If this team shows up again, that'll be a very, very, very close one. And I'm excited for that one in 2 weeks' time.
Yep, 2 weeks. And I will say, even the one thing, I mean, let's get down, if we really, really want to kind of get down into it, which this West Virginia team will, going forward, it's you got to watch the turnovers there, and you kind of got to watch that center of the ice a little bit there as well.
And that's just what I said. I said, when you're taking a shot, I know it's going to get blocked. That's going to happen. But if you can take shots that are going to get to the net and not get blocked, that's another bonus, because a lot of the turnovers were from block shots that just, bad block shot goes 30 feet. And that's usually how, some bad situations were happening. I also think that there was quite a few turnovers that just didn't quite go West Virginia's way. I think if they clean up the small stuff. But last game we were talking about them cleaning up the big stuff. They've cleaned up the big stuff, so now it's just to get nitpicky and see where this team can go. So I'm pleased with that one, and I hope you're as pleased as I am.
Oh, yeah, we certainly are. And so that is going to do it for this weekend, actually.
Yeah, only one game
this weekend and everything like that. So we'll be back with you next weekend with a full slate of games next weekend.
Full 4 games, 2 Friday, 2 Saturday.
D1.
First time of the season we get a
D1,
full.
and then D3 is actually going to hit the ice here next weekend.
Yeah. Do we call that a quadruple header?
Quadruple header.
There you go.
I guess so. I mean, for Ian Murray, Rich Jerkovich, and our entire crew, we hope you have a wonderful weekend, and good night, everyone.